I think if I don't speak for everyone, I speak for a lot of people, and I'm far from alone when I say there's something comforting about the network weekly sitcom drama set in a specific world where we get 20 plus episodes per season. It's like on a cold winter's night, being under a blanket while there's rain outside. It's just comforting. But with TV and ever changing landscape, and with perhaps the premature and rushed death of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and middle of the road, bland but ultimately toothless shows like The Big Bang Theory and Two and a Half Men, proving the behemoths in the field in recent years, there was a risk that we'd lose the version of these that had the right flavour of clever and silly humour in favour of the formulaic star-led monsters. Thank God then for Abbott Elementary, who had the second half of their season drop on Disney Plus here last week. If you haven't watched Abbott Elementary before, you're welcome for the recommendation. Go out of your way to watch this. It is rightfully cleaning up for TV awards in America, and it deserves every bit of its success. The show follows a bunch of beleaguered teachers in an underfunded, predominantly black Philadelphia public school. Janine Teagues, a perhaps exhaustingly enthusiastic young teacher, not yet jaded by the world, played by show creator Quinta Brunson, is our audience avatar. She unites with similar young doe-eyed teachers, Gregory and Jacob. On the flip side, you have the experienced practicality of veterans like Barbara and Shementi, who've learned how to navigate the foibles of the system to get by day to day, all led by iconic principal Ava, the show's star Janelle James, and out of her depth narcissist. Season 2 sees Janine try to figure out life after her breakup with immature but likable rapper Tarek, as her and Gregory become in touch with their feelings for each other while also dating other people. We start to see Jacob as more than an irritant as he begins to find his people and accept himself, while we can also see that he's a skilled, impassioned teacher of Black history. Ava is forced to learn and grow. Barbara confronts that she can't always be perfect. Shementi tries to juggle teaching 2 classes at the same time. And Mr. Johnson, the janitor, the most iconic janitor, by the way, since Scrubs, continues to be iconic as the fantasy football guru. All the while, the school must band together to face the existential threat of former student Draymond, who wants the school to be taken over by his legendary charter system that's known for being ruthless with children. Where the series works is that it somehow manages to keep multiple plates spinning all at the same time. It knows and loves its format while also not looking to be formulaic or boxed in by it. So yes, we do have stuff like a will they, won't they relationship at the core with Janine and Gregory that drives the show's emotional core. On the other hand, though, instead of being a big unsaid mystery, which is usually the way these kind of things play, every other character is totally aware of this and screams it at them constantly in a way that comes across as really true to life. You know, when you have people who are mad about each other, and in these situations, everyone around you knows it, and it's like, just get together, just cop on, I'm so sick of this drama. That's the way Abbott Elementary treats it. It's really refreshing. Janine herself is such a potential tightrope of a character. She's probably most comparable in terms of sitcoms to Parks and Rec's Leslie Knope, as kind of that doe-eyed optimist, determined to change the system from within. But unlike early Leslie, who required a rethink and a rejig, Brunson hits the ground running with Janine. Ava is the star who keeps it coming back. From Ava-centric episodes like Sick Day, where she has to fill in for Janine, or Black History, where she has to investigate complaints from a parent about the white Jacob teaching Black history to students, to even little off-the-cuff moments like when she meets Janine's mom and learning the trick to not getting your ass beat is knowing when someone else can beat your ass, or learning that Jacob's boyfriend is black. But in truth, every character hits and gets their moment to shine. You've got Jacob meeting his old improv group. You've got Gregory trying to figure out how to work the room. That was one of my favorite parts of it. What are your opinions on things? Scamenti trying to fill a lifelong dream as a firefighter. Mr. Johnson winding Jacob up that there's a ghost, and so many more classic moments. Even side characters like Tarek, Maurice, teaching aide Ashley, some new family members, or Ava's secret boyfriend. The show never misses with any of its characters. And that's all before we even get to the kids who drive the plot through the school year in a very similar way to how Harry Potter books use the school calendar to create certain tempos in every book. So we have the Halloween episode, which I really hope becomes the Abbott equivalent of the Halloween heist from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You have the egg drop experiments, the ever-competitive read-a-thon, and the series-ending school tour. The show knows how to deploy the kids in a very realistic, individual, and non-exploitative way. They're able to gain sympathy and drive the plot while also never being used as crutches just because they're cute. Although, let's be clear here, they are adorable. They also push and constantly challenge our characters with very specific and authentic feeling plots, like you have, for example, the Silly Socks mural, which again just feels totally authentic. It feels like a real situation. It feels lived in. And to me, when you're looking at shows that base themselves in a very specific world. For me, this feels like Scrubs, in that it actually, you could see professionals from the world actually appreciating it and not looking at the ways that it's actually different from the world. Why it wins awards, though, is that the show positions itself as such that every plot point doubles up as a biting social commentary without ever lecturing you or losing sight of the fact that we're ultimately here for a silly offbeat comedy. It's like a great teacher who knows how to make you learn without actually trying, and feels like you're constantly always having fun, but at the same time, you're getting better, you're learning, and you're improving. What amazes me most with Abbott Elementary is that it feels like they've already done so much while they're still actually just getting started. The show only began to dip its hand into drama this season, and when it does, you are so emotionally primed and care so deeply for these characters in a way you don't even realize that they have you by the balls. We haven't even seen anything tragic or truly life-changing happen to our characters yet, though. Think Terry getting stopped by the cop in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for example. We haven't seen any major deaths, or we haven't seen anything major happening. So again, while they've started to play with drama, they haven't really gone in deep there, and that's something that we have to look forward to. What that suggests is exactly what I and other fans of this show want: a long shelf life to come of guaranteed quality from a bought-in group of cast and creators capable of giving us the kind of television we know and love, yet elevating it so it feels like something we've never seen before. And this is en route to becoming one of the all-time great TV sitcoms, just 2 seasons in. If you haven't already, hurry up and get on the Abbott Elementary train. It is excellent.